Book Psych Shadow Spell, Book 2.
Hey guys, it's me, Misha, and I'm back again. Looking forward to fall, and I wanted to start the season off by reading Book 2 of the Cousins O'Dwyer trilogy, Shadow Spell by Nora Roberts. So, this story is the continuation of Dark Witch, which, if you guys noticed, I posted several months ago. And it continues off with Iona and Boyle's story where they met. Just to give you a quick recap of Dark Witch. Dark Witch is about the cousins O'Dwyer who, through so many descendants, are the offspring of the original children of Sorka, the Dark Witch. She's passed her power down to her children, through their children, and so on, with the intention of destroying Cobbin, who wants to absorb their power. So Iona came from America and moved to Ireland, where she met her cousins, and she developed a life there. So through her developing a life, she also was able to meet the love of her life, Boyle, who is friends with her cousins, and so on. So now we're on to Connor. Connor is the Connor and Brenna are the direct cousins to Iona. And it's the three of them that have the power. Now, as we've learned in the first story, they have three friends, Boyle, Mara, and Finn. Boyle is the one that falls for Iona, okay? Finn and Brenna had a thing when they were younger, but turns out that Finn is actually a direct descendant of Cobbin. So it's kind of a forbidden thing for Brenna and Finn to even hook up because of the fact that she's a descendant of the Dark Witch and he's a descendant of Cobbin, who killed the Dark Witch. So that's a struggle right there. But now we're going to take a kind of a step, I guess, back and leave their story alone for a moment and focus on Connor. Connor grew up with Mara. Mara was Brenna's best friend, and the younger sibling having a crush on the older sibling's best friend. It's that classic story. But it's cute. I will tell you that. It is a very cute story. And obviously, any book that I read, I'm always looking for the psychology or the human behaviors that actually can be related to real life. And since I specialize in dating, I figured that this book was very, very key. I've listened to my daughters over the years talk about, what's been missing in their relationships, how they don't want to appear, then some of the arguments that they've had when the relationships were going to end. And I've noticed one thing. A lot of people assume so many different definitions of the word need. And I think you need to take a step back. And I really strongly believe that if you define and if you understand what need means to you, then one, you'll be able to avoid the pitfalls in relationships, and you'll be able to avoid any negative emotions that you might come by thinking or feeling or expressing a negative need to someone. So let me kind of break that down a bit. I explain it this way. In the old days, you used to hear that, and even today you might hear it a little bit, you don't need a man. You don't need a partner. You don't need this or that. You can live by yourself. That is completely true. All right. everyone should be able to function and survive on their own. If you need a partner in order to survive, if you need a partner in order to live and be able to maintain a house, pay your bills, things like that, then there's something in your life that you need to take a step back and kind of analyze and figure out how you can fix that. All right? Maybe go to school, learn budgeting, take classes on being able to manage your money better, whatever the case may be. But then there's the other type of need. All right, and I think this particular type of need gets very, very misconstrued and lost in translation when in a relationship. And I say this because my daughter now, one of my daughters actually, needs a relationship. She needs a man in her life. Now, she is completely functioning. She has a very, very well-paying job. She manages an apartment, a car. She manages to put her child through school. She honestly does not need a partner or a man to help her survive. She is living very, very comfortably. But she needs someone, a companion in her life. And don't get it twisted. Friends are excellent, but friends can only go so far because friends also have their own lives. She needs someone in her life to be able to relax her, to calm her down, to be able to say, listen, don't stress about that. We got this together. I'm your partner. I'm here when you fall. I'm here when you need to take that break. Okay? And we all need those days. It does not matter how strong we are. We all need days where we can just let our hair down, take our shoes off, sit back and relax and say, you know what? I need a breather. I'm not dealing with this today. I'm taking a break. There's nothing wrong with saying that. Because if you actually take the break, you're actually showing how strong you truly are. Because you're realizing and you're recognizing that your body needs that break in order for you to get back up and continue to fight. So I think we need to stop misconstruing the definition of need. A positive need is understanding that you need a partner. You need someone there who's going to build you up, take that burden off of you, okay? And then get you back out there. And again, we all read romance novels for the same thing, okay? You need a partner for the sex, all right? That sex will eliminate the stress and you'll be able to function again. You'll have a clear mind again because that stress is eliminated. So, understand the need and the different definitions. Now, Connor and Mara in Shadow Spell by Nora Roberts, I think did an excellent job in showing that. Mara was, again, a different type of woman who was independent. She was strong. She was taking care of herself, maintaining her life, but at the same time, she kept going back and she was dealing with the issues of handling her mother, taking on a caregiver role. And she felt that she was doing an excellent job being a caregiver from a distance. And that's how caregiving starts. And if you have any questions, check out my other YouTube channel for Boomers Are Heroes. That explains a lot about caregiving. But back to this. She was on the verge of changing her role as a caregiver. And she was feeling the pressure of other siblings trying to push that job on her. She needed Connor to help her say, no, I don't want to do this. And she made the decision all on her own. He was just there for her to talk to. He was there for her to take that break, get it off of her mind, think about it, and make a decision from a place of strength. Make that decision from a place of benefit, not just for herself, but for her mother and for everyone involved. Okay? And Connor did this by being there, available to talk to her and help explain things to her. And I want to share with you one of the things that he said to her, because she was struggling with her emotions for him. She was struggling with the fact that he is able to love so easily, and she's trying to find out why that is. she's been through things, he's been through things. So she's concerned about them taking that step, rocking the boat, and, you know, expressing their love for each other. But then something happens and then they fall out of love later. So she asks Connor, you know, pretty much why it is that he can love so easily. So he explains to her why. And now she's questioning him, well, what happens if it goes the other way? Okay? And his response to her is, then you'd be careless. And shame on you for it. Love needs tending. Then you'd be careless. And shame on you for it. Love needs tending. It is what I'm saying. It's some work to keep the light and the warmth. But why would you want to be cold in the dark? What he's saying is that any relationship, any love, if you're passionate about it, if it was passionate for you to fall in love and you cared about it, then why would you want to go back to the cold? You have to work at it. You have to care for it. You have to give it warmth. Sometimes you have to rekindle it. Sometimes you need to add that match to it. So it's all about the work. It's about the caring that's involved, the daily maintenance. And that's what keeps the passionate love so strong in a relationship. Down to the ratings. Okay, the ratings for Nora Roberts' Shadow Spell, Book 2 of the Cousins O'Dwyer trilogy, I would have to say would be an entertaining read. Okay, a 3-star. So if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell so you can keep up to date with all our new videos.